Welcome. Scott here. Here is a quick boss guide for the upcoming story chapter, Act 4 Chapter 5 Part 1, Miracles Whereabout, featuring the debuting Selh'teus from Final Fantasy XI. The event synergy units are Selh'teus, Guy, Cloud of Darkness, Lann Reynn, Shelke, and Neon. Selh'teus kit, which includes his FR and Burst, will be making their debut. Lann Reynn will be the other returning FR Burst unit. All event synergy units will be getting their force enhancements level 50 unlocked. We will be fighting ExDeath and the King Behemoth. ExDeath has 210 million HP while the King Behemoth has 250 million HP. The turn requirement is 50. The HP requirements is 1000. Before I continue further, here is a small disclaimer clause for the video. The guide is written based on the time that the event was released for the Japanese version. Please do note that it is possible that the boss fight mechanics might differ when the actual event is released in global. Like most other Shinryu fights, the boss gains increased brave damage and gain resistances at start of the fight and 79% HP threshold. Bringing a support like Iris, Setzer, Rosa, Queen, Braska, Rem, Yuna, Pernello, Charlotta, Aerith, Ramza, Selh'teus that grants damage boosting aura will make your fight easier. As the boss gains substantial boost to their defenses with the auras, it is important to inflict debuffs that lower their defenses. On the screen, I have listed down the examples of the key utility that you can consider for this fight. Like most recent fights, this fight does not have any complex mechanics and bosses have very simple rotation. If you let the boss activates its force time, the King Behemoth will use Meteor Plus, which is a party-wide KO attack. To prevent that, you need to either cancel the boss force time with an attacking FR that heals or disable the boss turns while its force time is active. Most players did the run and get their force time up before the boss get its turn to use it. To cancel the boss force time, you need to use an attacking FR that heals HP. Minwoo, Pernello, and Aerith FR will not work for the condition because their FR are non-attacking. Examples of FR that can be used to deal the boss force weakness which can cancel the boss force time is Selh'teus, Braska, Rosa, Lena, Maria, and Iroha. You can use the standard hit and counter options if you prevent the boss from getting their force time up and activate yours before they do it. Otherwise, boss no-turn strategies with the standard rush-down team comps that feature launch, delay and follow-up is much preferred. You can still solo the stage with the standard off-turn attackers with a fast-charging summon like Chocobo or Self and use the summon phase to get your force time up before the boss could activate theirs. If you let the boss activate its force time, you can prevent the boss from acting with turn disablers. Other than the featured unit Selh'teus, units that offer turn disable are Fusoya, Mog, Cloud, Pain, Desh, Shantato, Camlanaut and Jilnabate. Other than that, the fight does not have any troublesome mechanics. This fight can be cheese with the infamous ult Quina or Adaroth combo, with a turn disable call like Shantato LDCA or Arcela base call. This event also marks the debut of Force Enhancements level 50 along with introduction of the Force Retain mechanics. With these mechanics introduced, the fights moving forward will get a lot easier. With FR Retain mechanics, turn spammers like Lightning, Neon will become more potent and better used. Even older FR units like Titus or non-FR budget options like Shelke, Zell will get their opportunities to shine in this era. Do be minded that it is not needed to get all characters to Force Enhancement level 50 as you can still win in 1 or 2 FR without spending those precious enhancement points. The only real change in budgeting is aim for Force Enhancement level 30 instead of Force Enhancement level 23 if you have trouble killing with 1 force time. If you need more information on the Force Enhancement mechanics, I suggest you check out the Tonberry Troop or Dissidia Compendium websites. As we are no longer have Lufania Plus fights, the boss guide will be focused primarily on Shinryu fights. In Shinryu, you need to understand the effects gained by the boss as the force gauge build up, its force ability and its force time effect. As your party has low force levels, it is highly certain that the boss force gauge will build up faster than yours. To have a better understanding on the basics of the force gauge mechanics and Shinryu fights, I have done a video explaining the mechanics. I have included the link to the video under the comments and video description for your quick reference. Throughout the fight, the boss will also gain 4% charge rate up when your party members act. When the gauge reaches 50% and above, the boss will apply an aura that lowers your party attack stats by 90%. When the gauge reaches 70% and above, the boss will apply an aura that lowers your party defense by 90%. The boss force gauge will build up faster as its HP is lowered. You can refer to the table on the screen for the percentages. At the 100% threshold, the King Behemoth will use its force ability, Mighty Roar, which will results the Behemoth to move the turn of the unit that Behemoth is targeting after its turn and grant itself 2 buffs, 50% initial Brave Up and 50% max Brave Up for 5 turns. If the King Behemoth is targeting all when it activates its force time, your entire party turn will move after its turn. Upon using the force ability, the boss will enter into its force time where the gauge will start to emit a red hue with a counter of 20 on its gauge. When the force time is activated, if you let the King Behemoth act, it will use Meteor Plus. Meteor Plus will result the King Behemoth recovers from break, followed by a guaranteed hit, party wipe KO attack. To prevent it, you need to have a turn disable debuff like paralysis, confusion, or HP silence, or deny the King Behemoth any turns with delay or turn deletion utility. If you are going to let the King Behemoth to activate its force time, make sure you have a turn disable debuff active as precaution. To deal the boss force weakness, you need to use a force ability that deals brave damage while healing HP. Do note that healing from passive, buffs or spheres will not work here to cancel the force time. Other than Selh'teus, other FR options that allows you to cancel the boss force are Braska, Lena, Rosa, Maria and Iroha. Now, let us go through the fight key mechanics. Generally, the fight does not have a lot of mechanics to take note of. Let us start off with ExDeath. ExDeath will rotate between Black Hole and Brave Attack Plus. Black Hole is an AoE magic brave attack that inflicts a 2-turn sap debuff. The sap debuff will drains Brave that equates to 10% of ExDeath's max Brave. Brave Attack Plus is a single target magic brave attack. The King Behemoth will rotate between Lightning Lash and a generic melee brave attack. Lightning Lash is an AoE Thunder Elemental magic brave attack. If its brave is high, the King Behemoth will do the heave HP attack. Overall, this is a fight with simple boss mechanics. The key challenge is more on how to prevent the boss from activate its force time. To get your force time before the boss activate their force time, you need to have decent force levels on your party and bring gauge chargers like Aerith, Rosa, Pernello, Iris, Braska, Charlotta, Selfie etc. to get your gauge up before the boss activate theirs. If you doing solo or off-turn strategies, you need to make use of fast summon like Chocobo or Self or the unit's own burst phase so that you can get your gauge ready before the boss activate theirs. With the boss mechanics explained, let us proceed to the FR burst kit review of the debutant Selh'teus. Before I end the guide, let us cover a bit on featured FRBT unit, Selh'teus. As Selh'teus is a new unit, I will do a quick overview on his kit. Selh'teus is a yellow crystal magic support damage dealer. With his BT, he can disable boss turns with his gold frame debuff, Luminous Lance, while offering a fixed HP poison. So, he is a great turn disabler as well and offers good off-turn damage support with his HP poison mechanics. Let us go through the mechanics on his base kit. His S1, Blaze Thrust, is an AoE magic brave plus HP attack executed 5 times and heals the party by 100% HP damage dealt, capped at the party individual HP at 30%. He will also gain access to his buff Half of Phoenix for 6 turns. His S2, Reversal Drive, is another AoE magic brave plus HP attack executed 6 times with stronger stolen max brave overflow. Like his S1, The skill also grants him his half of a Phoenix buff for 6 turns. Half of a Phoenix buff raises the party attack and max brave by 20%. His AA will raise his recast gauge by 50% and raises Selh'teus attack and brave damage cap by 40%. His EX, Redemption, is a non-attacking instant turn ability. The ability will recover one use of S1 and S2. It will revive any dead fallen allies and heals the party HP by 100% of their individual HP. The ability also batteries the party by 80% of Selh'teus max brave. Use this ability to charge your force gauge. The ability also grants Selh'teus his loaded overhead buff, Apocalypse Defying Twin Wings, for 8 turns. While the overhead buff is activated, it will raise the party max HP overflow, HP damage, stolen and gain max brave overflow by 20%. It will grant the party 10% HP regen and 200% initial brave regen. It will also raise the party initial brave by 50% and brave damage by 30%. Selh'teus LD, Revelation, is a brave gain that scales off 200% of Selh'teus attack, followed by an AoE brave plus full HP attack executed 10 times. The ability will grant Selh'teus his other buff, Watcher of Vanadile, for 12 turns. The buff will raise the party's brave and HP damage by 20%. It will grant a unique property that allows your party, whenever they deal a brave attack, they will gain brave that equates to 10% of their own max brave. Okay, now let us proceed to talk about his FR. His FR is AoE Magic Brave plus HP that heals the party HP by 80% of their own HP, with the healing overflow of up to 30% of the unit's max HP. The force conditions for his FR are as follows. When acting with the unit's HP above 100%, you will get 40% HP damage bonus. You can easily upkeep your party HP with healing support from Selh'teus. His S1, EX, and his Crystal Diver HP attack offer decent source of healing utility. I will discuss more on Crystal Diver when I talking about his burst mechanics. Using a magic attack will get you 40% HP damage bonus. Form a party of magic attackers and you will not have any difficulty in meeting condition. Overall, this is another generic FR with a nice healing utility. You can abuse his first condition with supercharging for 90% per turn. Now, let me cover a bit on his BT aura. The BT aura lasts 8 turns. Like most BT auras, the BT gives the following standard auras for the party: raises party brave gains and brave damage cap by 50%, HP damage by 20% and max brave cap by 30%. While his BT aura is active, Selh'teus BT will grant him access to his Crystal Diver HP attack command and inflicts a gold frame debuff Luminous Lance for 8 turns. Crystal Diver is a party-wide brave gain that scales off 200% of Selh'teus attack stats, followed by an AoE brave plus full HP attack executed 11 times. The ability will also extend Selh'teus buffs by 1 turn, heal the party by 100% HP of the damage dealt, with the healing cap up to 50% max HP. It will also boost Selh'teus recast gauge by 20%. You will probably be using this command most of the time, during his force time. His gold frame debuff Luminous Lance grants the following properties: a HP poison that scales off 1% of the target max HP, 30% HP damage resist down. Lowers target defense by 30% and prevent the units from acting. This is one of the strongest gold frame debuffs in the game. Don't misjudge on the effectiveness of his HP poison. The higher the boss HP pool, the stronger the HP poison effect is. This is unlike most HP poison mechanics where the effect usually scales off the caster attack or max brave stats. Likewise, similar to all HP poison mechanics, the HP poison effect don't scale up with your force time. So, should I pull for Selh'teus? If you want to build this unit, he will need a full investment. You need his burst green to take advantage of his powerful Crystal Diver HP attack and abuse his Luminous Lance HP poison. He is a very valuable support unit with great HP poison mechanic and healing. If you are doing the Yellow Crystal quest, he is a vital unit for Yellow Crystal team comps. With this, I have come to the end of my boss guide presentation. Hopefully you find it useful. If you like the video, please give a like. Please subscribe to my channel for future gaming content. Good luck for the fight in the coming days. Bye.